Hello everybody, Steven here with Cardboard Coalition. And today I figured I'd bring you another one of those Quest for the Olds. This is obviously a Zombicide, and if you looked at the thumbnail you might have noticed that. But to jump into this really quickly, at the time of viewing, I'm trying to angle everything so it looks nice. At the time of viewing, when I got this stuff, I just got this stuff yesterday at the time of viewing. Right, and the reason I'm making this video right now, and I'll probably go up a little bit later on the channel, is because I have some reviews and stuff to get out. But I wanted to get the video made really quick because tomorrow or Tuesday, maybe even tomorrow, I'll be sending this stuff out. I've already sold this stuff. Now there's one thing that's not in the picture. If you were an eagle eye in the thumbnail, you might have caught it, or if you know your Zombicide stuff, but it's the little cupcake at the end, right? As I told you guys, every time I film these videos, words just leave me. But anyways, so let's get down to it. I was at a local game swap that was held by a local game shop and cafe out here by me, and I got all this stuff, right? And it was originally, or it was 80 bucks for everything. And remember, there's one thing missing, right? It was 80 bucks for everything. And when I asked if they were going to split it up, they said no, 80 bucks for everything. It was kind of like an 80 bucks, take it all or don't take it. And I took it. And you'll see why when I show you the last thing that I got. So really quick, I'm obviously in Resvon, we like Black Plague, but I already got the Huntsman and the Knight. I can't remember which one. I think it's the Knight that has the Abominable Rat in it and Stormcrow. But I already had these two. Right, so we'll go ahead and set those out of camera. Grin and Scowl. Grin and Scowl. I can do it right eventually. Actually, I have both these too because I have all that stuff, right? And then, if you're noticing with these are all in shrink wrap too, right? The Notorious Plague characters too. I had just recently got this in. I think I paid $20 over the original price. I think I paid $38 plus tax or something. It came to almost $40, or maybe it was with tax, it was $38. I think that's what it was. So almost double for this. But I already had this. And then on top of that, there was the original Zombicide game, right? And it came with set 2 Survivors and Zombies. This is the first Zombicide I ever played. A friend had gotten it. It's introduced me to Zombicide. And I introduced it to Resvon through Black Plague. And Resvon is actually a little bit sad that we're getting rid of this. But there's a surprise for her. Just in case she's watching these videos, we're not going to say what that surprise is. But, so, I got these two. So I don't know much about the game, but these look like they're the Survivors and the Zombie. Everything's in here, all new. They have been opened. The box is dinged a little bit. And I did show all this to the person who was buying it. And then when we opened this box, there was a little bit of damage right here on the side. So I'm being very gentle with that box lid. See if I can push it out of the way. I want to show you guys, it is missing the trays inside, which I personally like. But it's got the manual. Looks like if anybody went through it, they didn't go through it harshly. The manual's in really good condition. And then when we get into it, everything's there. I actually went through and recounted all this stuff. And I actually did a little bit of extra bagging. So everything's here. All the tokens, the dice. It's interesting that they're black dice. I wonder if this is a later printing where their first printing had red. But everything's in there, right? All the tokens, everything's in there. And on top of that, I'm just going to show you guys this way. The cards are sleeved. All these cards are sleeved. All right, so there's a little bonus to that. Now, you're going to watch me go ahead and slide this back in here because this is all going to someone. I'm going to put some packing in here to keep it nice and not bumping all around. But for all this, $80 for all of it. And you still might be saying, but Steven, why would you spend $80? If you have everything, you're not super interested in the original Zombicide, mostly because second edition's out, and if we do get it, I'll probably hunt for everything for second edition because I didn't back it and yada, yada, yada. Yell at me later or laugh. But this is the reason that I picked it up for $80. This is Willow, right? If you guys know who Willow is, then you know. If you don't, it's a very hard to find miniature for Zombicide. On the cheap side, I see it for $115. On the expensive side, I see it somewhere around $130, $140. From my understanding, you only got this if you played in a tournament, which is weird because it's Zombicide. I think it's a come in and play kind of thing. And you won. And I don't know exactly, I didn't look enough into it, but this is one of the miniatures I figured I would never get. This is not gonna get it. I'm not gonna pay hundreds of dollars for it, right? But I got it. And the interesting thing was, I'm kind of thinking about picking up the others. So I was looking around for the others. And at this swap, I came across someone who had, I'll just bring stuff in the picture so you have things to look at. I ran into someone who had the others all broken down into a tackle box, right? Didn't have any of the boxes. He said everything was there. The whole Kickstarter, $100. Almost bought it. I was thinking about it. I'm like, $100, oh, but no boxes. And I want to paint them. Everything looks like it's sitting loose in the drawers, right? And then I go to another table and they have all this, right? Plus remember, you know, that set's in there. They had all this and they said $80. And I was like, oh, let me back up. Next to the guy with the $100 others, everything others, there was another guy who was being very kind about it, but he had the whole set, the all-in for the others, all still in shrink wrap. He was asking, I think 3 or 4. I kind of, once he hit 3, I wasn't listening. Get too close. It was a little higher than I wanted to pay. And then I thought about later, it might actually be worth it. Might not have been that bad. So if you guys are looking for the others, you might know better. But then I came across this and it was $80. And like I said, I wanted this. And I thought I could probably sell these things off, right? I'll just put it this way. I'm making my money back in a slight, and when I mean slight, to the one person who's picking up these things, it was hard to find the prices on these, the original prices. But I knew this was $20, so I just offered $20, $60 for all this. And then for this, the gentleman had told me for this and that set number 2, he was willing to give me $50. And both of these plus shipping, they're gonna pay the shipping. I said, sure, okay, because this is what I really wanted, right? And I know, I mean, I go back and forth and you can debate with me if I should have sold it for more, but you know, I went with the let's sell it and, you know, let people have, I came up in the world, maybe let other people come up in the world a little bit. So that's the video. I'm not going to open these, like I said, because now these belong to someone else. And like I was being gentle with this because it belongs to someone else. Basically, they haven't paid me yet, but I'm going to check shipping. But that's it. I just wanted to show you guys my find and a bit of my excitement about getting Willow, who I assumed I would never get. So now at this point, I think I need, what is it, Grom and Thalia and someone else who's really easy to get, Liam. And I'm sure I can probably come across those eventually. But I hope you guys enjoyed this quick kind of just talk. Go to the swaps, right? And I say it and I don't always do it too, but go to the swaps because you can find some awesome deals. Those others, I think even Shrinked is probably a pretty fair deal. And then the one that was broken down in the tackle box, you got the whole tackle box and everything. That was an outstanding deal if you didn't want the boxes. But then this was an awesome deal. I basically got Willow for free. So that's me just kind of talking to you guys about some of these things because I'm looking for them and hopefully it'll help you guys out, encourage you guys, whatever, for people who are trying to find older Kickstarter stuff or older game things. I'm Steven with Cardboard Coalition. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.